Long before empires were remembered by history, before paper-preserved events, power was carved into stone. In the land of Egypt, a kingdom stood unmatched, towering pillars, golden halls, and monuments so massive they made human beings feel insignificant. Egypt was magnificent, but Egypt was not free, because upon its throne sat a ruler who did not simply claim authority, he claimed divinity. "I am your supreme lord," and under his command lived a people stripped of dignity, the children of Israel. They were not citizens, they were labor. They built palaces they would never enter, raised statues they would never honor, and served a king they could never question. Then, one night, Pharaoh had a dream, a terrifying vision. A child from among the Israelites would grow and destroy his kingdom. Fear replaced arrogance, and from fear came cruelty. Every newborn Israelite boy must be killed. Not soldiers, not rebels, infants. Egypt did not tremble that night, but heaven did, because destiny had already begun. Among the oppressed lived a mother, carrying a child destined for history. When her son was born, she did not celebrate. She feared. Each cry could be his last. Each knock could be soldiers. Then a calm certainty entered her heart. "Do not fear. Place him in the river. We will return him to you and make him among the messengers." It was not logic. It was trust. She placed her baby into a wooden chest and let the Nile carry him. The river that carried kingdoms now carried prophecy. The chest drifted, past soldiers, past fishermen, past death itself, until it reached the palace of Pharaoh. The very man who ordered the child's death would raise him. The chest was opened. Inside, not a threat, not a warrior, not a rebel, just a crying infant, but a mercy touched a heart. "Do not kill him. He may benefit us, or we may adopt him as a son." And so, the child sentenced to die entered the palace as a prince. This child was Musa. The river did not save him, it delivered him to destiny. Musa grew up surrounded by luxury. Servants obeyed him, teachers educated him, the royal court respected him. Yet he never truly belonged. He saw two worlds, the world of power and the world of pain. In the streets, he witnessed men beaten, humiliated, broken, and something inside him refused silence. One day, he saw an Egyptian soldier striking an Israelite slave. The man cried for help. Musa intervened. One push, one moment, one mistake. The man fell and did not rise again. Silence followed. Musa had not meant to kill, but Egypt would not care about intention. Fear seized him. The prince had become a fugitive. He fled Egypt, alone, without guards, without identity. The palace was gone. The journey had begun. After days of wandering, exhaustion overcame him. He reached the land of Madian. There he saw shepherds watering their flocks, and two women waiting at a distance. They could not approach. Musa stepped forward and helped them. No reward, no recognition, just character. Later their father called him. He listened to Musa's story and offered shelter instead of judgment. Musa stayed. He married and worked as a shepherd. Years passed in silence. The former prince learned patience, he learned discipline, he learned humility, because leaders are not prepared in palaces, they are prepared in solitude. And when the years were complete, the moment arrived. Traveling at night, Musa saw a flame upon a mountain. He approached, seeking warmth, but he did not find fire. He found a calling. "O Musa!" The desert stood still. "Remove your sandals. You stand upon sacred ground." Then came the command that would change history. Go to Pharaoh. The man he escaped was now his mission. Musa felt fear, fear of rejection, fear of his past, fear of his own speech. So he prayed, "Open my chest, ease my task, untie the knot from my tongue, so they may understand me." And he was given support, Harun. Then came the signs. His staff became a serpent. His hand shone with light, not magic, but truth. The shepherd had become a prophet, and he walked back toward the throne. Musa entered the court of Pharaoh, not as a prince, not as a fugitive, as a messenger. "Release the children of Israel," Pharaoh laughed. Raised in his palace, now opposing him. He called him ungrateful, mad, a sorcerer. So a challenge was declared. Before the crowds, the magicians performed. Ropes moved like serpents. Illusion filled the ground. Then Musa cast his staff. It became a living serpent, swallowing their deception. The magicians knew the truth. They fell in prostration. Pharaoh was humiliated. But tyrants do not accept truth. They intensify oppression. Signs began to descend upon Egypt. The river turned to blood. Frogs covered the land. Lice spread through every home. Locusts devoured crops. Darkness swallowed the sky. Each time Pharaoh begged relief and promised freedom. Each time relief came, he broke his word. Because arrogance resists surrender until collapse becomes inevitable. Then came the command, "Leave Egypt. Tonight." Under darkness, Musa led his people out. Families walked silently. Children carried hope. The elderly carried faith. But at sunrise, dust rose behind them. Pharaoh's army. Ahead, the sea. Behind, death. Panic spread. "We are overtaken," Musa answered with certainty. "No, my Lord is with me." He struck the sea, and the water split. Walls of water stood on both sides, and a path appeared where none existed. They crossed. Pharaoh followed. But when the last believer stepped onto land, the sea returned. The tyrant who claimed godhood drowned. Power ended. Truth remained. Freedom had come, but freedom tests hearts. While Musa went to the mountain, his people grew impatient. They created a golden calf and worshipped it. After witnessing miracles, they returned to idols. Musa returned heartbroken. He corrected them, guided them, prayed for them, because the greatest struggle was never Pharaoh. It was human nature. Musa never built monuments, never ruled an empire, never returned to luxury. Yet his story traveled further than any pyramid. From the river that carried him to the sea that opened for him, his life became a message. Oppression may rise high, but it never rises forever. And a single person, armed only with conviction, can stand before a throne and change history.